Live in 5, 10. Oh, it's not syncing for some reason. Alright, shut that page down. You want to be here. Just waiting for anyone to show up. Well, actually, let's see if it's working now. Oh, it's 2. It says 2 anyway. No one going to come on. Couldn't get the mic, camera, nothing to work. Everything was going wrong. I'm just about to give up. I'll go, right, one more to go. And it worked. I think this needs a bit of a tune. Surely ukuleles, well, this one seems to go out of tune quite a bit. Fasting. Freaking starving. Anyway, let's not talk about too much food. Working last night. I had a lot of sleep, so that's probably why you got bags and that under my eyes. I had a coffee today. The last meal I had was, well, 4:30 last night, and a couple of bananas about 7 o'clock. So the last thing I ate was 7 o'clock last night. So it's 29 hours at the moment without any food. So I've done a day. 1 down, 8 to go. Play a bit of my guitar. Just got this last week. Been playing, well, not playing, been learning it 7 days now. Got it on the market, 15 quid. Trouble is the frets are really high. Put a bit of light on so you can see. Do lowering the camera a bit. So you're not looking at me. Can't really change the chords fast enough at the moment, so I'm just been practicing strumming. Here's with 1 chord press, D chord. Like I say, I'm no good at swapping chords at the moment. I'll get there. Probably sound coming through awful a bit. If I went straight to the guitar when I first started doing music just over a year ago, been playing the ukulele for a year and 1 week, guitar for a week now. Yeah. If I hadn't gone to the ukulele first, I think I would have been too much for the guitar. But I've heard since you should get an electric one first, or an acoustic with nylon cords. Oh, hello, Midnight. You all right? Nice to see you. Gone all techie now. I wasn't going to do this live. I was actually going to pre-record it, because I found a way of doing it without actually uploading. What you do, you use StreamYard. You go as if you're going live, but you make it private. And as soon as you've done it and you're happy with it, then you make it public. And then you haven't got to worry about waiting for uploads and stuff like that. Yeah, I've had 2 coffees today, and that's it. And a sip of water. Well, a bit of water. Good. Yeah, I'm all right. I'd say hungry. Be all right once I get to that end of day 2, day 3. I shouldn't feel the hunger thing. Shaking at the moment, but I've been doing a bit of exercise as well. So I'm drained of energy at the moment. I need sleep, really. Yeah, I'm gonna probably do one a day now for the 9 days, but not necessarily all live. I'll do what I just said, put it to private, and then go from there. Make it public once I've done the video. Why am I doing it? Been feeling a bit groggy just lately. My intestine, stomach, and everything doesn't just feel right. I know what it should feel like. So, over the last 2 years, I've been not eating so healthy. Well, healthy to what we're told is healthy and everything, but it's not really a good diet that I've been on. Plus drinking a lot, smoking a lot, still smoking. Going to cut down on the cigarettes though, and weed. And coffee is the first thing I want to give up. Coffee and tea. Be drinking nettle tea or something. Yeah. Well, I've got used to doing fasting now because it's been doing at least 3 years, where 1 day a week I try and fast anyway. So it's usually 36 hours. So this is normal for me at the moment. Once a month I do at least 2-3 days fast. Not been so regular been a while since I've done a 2-day, 3-day fast. So that's probably why my body's clogging up. Yeah, intestines and everything. Well, the whole system's not been working too well especially the last few weeks. Put it this way, my poo's not the way it should be. It's not as smooth. You can tell a lot by looking at your poo. My health in general, though, I feel really, really good. Like today, I've been busy. Tomorrow, I'm moving computer and that out of here, going into the house. I'm kind of like disrupting them and putting my wife and son, noses out. They got used to me not being there, if you know what I mean. Yeah. I would like that. If I did some exercise, I'd have to have a Mars bar to regain my energy. And slowly, you cut it out and the body gets used to it. I think, given us time, we can get used to anything. We can get used to the weather given time. It's just they keep altering the weather and whatever. And 1 minute it's cold, next minute it's hot. Tonight it's pretty cold, but we are starting to come into autumn and winter. Not that summer's been any good. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Jennifer. Got excited, Yuri. I keep forgetting to put them on there. I get busy talking away. Thank you. Now mine's gone blank. All right. So I'll just click on it once. Still learning on this StreamYard. Like I say, if you don't need to worry about uploading now, all the time it takes to do that. Even a 1-2 minute video takes ages. And Jennifer, when you're uploading your music, or any upload. So this way, you don't have to worry about upload. You just take it from private, make it public, and off you go. You can do exactly the same as if you're live, but you're not live. Well, you are, but you're private, and only people you give it to and see it. Hi, Andy. How you doing? Nice to see you. Says I've been on for 10 minutes, but I didn't say nothing for the first couple, I don't think. Was listening to an ex-Marine talking about fasting and exercise and stuff. Pretty good. Chris Fall, he's called. Seen him on Sean Atwood. Don't know what Sean Atwood is. Is that another YouTuber? Midnight. Jin's in the house. Hello, Jin. You all right? Nice to see you. To see you, nice. Bruce Forsyth. That's it. Yeah. So the next few days, I'm gonna kind of deteriorate. I'll be ruddy noses, and especially I think after the 3 days, 4 days, might even look like I've got flu and feel like I've got flu symptoms at sometimes. Just toxins coming out. Or if I've got any, I wish I know I have. Amount they spray our skies and in our food and water. And so how's the weather in Japan? Coming into your summer soon, isn't it, Jin? Keep forgetting to click it. Excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat or something. I told me he's all over. Ah, right. I'll have to check him out. You got a link there, Midnight? I'm just too lazy to type it. I'm honest. No, it doesn't matter if you haven't. I'll find it. See, when I'm on here, I'm not actually viewing on YouTube, so I don't know who's got spanners or what, you know. So if you need one to share something, just give us a shout. If, well, that's it, really. If you need one to share, something, just let us know. Why isn't your stream working? Oh, is the sound not that good? Let me, no, shut that down. Might have some, it's an old computer. I'm going to update anyway, but well, it's one of the things I want to do, but it's not priority. It's going really slow at the moment. I'm not bothered playing my guitar then. Google. Let's shut that down. Nothing's working. It's not responding. Cheers, Midnight, for the link. I'll click on it in a bit when I... What's it come up with that for? Okay. I should have shut these programs down before. Well, it's what happens when you go live and you don't preempt what you're going to talk about or do and say. Like I say, I was having problems with my camera to start with. I was going to call it a night. Is the steam any better now? Sound any better? Hello, UT, Irish Warrior. Nice to see you. Yeah, I used to play Call of Duty, the very first one when it come out. I was addicted to it. Spent hours and hours. I think it got to Call of Duty 2. Well, you had 1, 4, 1 and another one, then 4, and then the Call of Duty 2 come out. I wasn't even interested in it then, but my son asked me to have a go, so I did, and something happened, and I just packed in playing. Before that's it. I'm not playing that anymore. Like the whole computer just went AWOL. or killing everyone. A right sweat on. Played team deathmatch and was killing everyone on the team over and over and over. And I went from like level, I think it was 10 or something, right up to max level. And smoke coming out of the computer. Shut down. When I started back up, that's how when I knew it maxed me out on my level with all arms, all mods and things like that. And that was the last time I played that game. Life is Feudal. God, that was another one. Played that. Went into it, and it had it's basically a game was like a survival game. And I went into it, and there was a map on there that they haven't even got. So where did this freaking map come from? And it was creepy as hell. I mean, really creepy, scary. I didn't play that anymore. Well, they only had one map at the start when that came out. That was a few years back. I don't even know how that. See, I don't play much on gaming now. Like I say, Jin, I feel, the diet over the last 2 years not been brilliant. Plus with the excess alcohol has just been getting more and more gradually over the time. So I'm cutting that back. But the coffee I'm going to cut out as well completely. I've had a coffee today. But probably a tenth of what I normally drink in coffee. I have way too much coffee. Way too much alcohol. I'm not drinking alcohol, I'm drinking coffee. Smoking at the moment. I think if I quit too much all at once, it might be a system overload. And crazy. Like I say, I said I was wanting out, and I still do. I'm going to start exercising. Well, when I say exercise, stretching. I might do a few pull-ups, push-ups, maybe some sit-ups. Things go all right. I might start running. I have to get some decent trainers in. And cycling is good. And you do that midnight. Walking. I walk 60 miles, so, a bit reluctant to say, well, I'll go running as well. I think if, to work a sweat up. Fruit tea tonight. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're the sort of drinks I'm going to be having. Herbal ones, honey and ginger, lemon and ginger, them sort of things. Nettle tea, I'm going to start gathering that up. Some nettle tea, dandelions, eat them. Well, you can make dandelion tea as well. Dandelion burdock. See, back to alcohol. Hello, Spanish. Spanish is chicken. Yeah, I'm usually bollocks on here. Yeah, I haven't been making that many videos though. I stopped for a while. On my own channel anyway. But I'll be on every night for the next 9 nights. Not live, maybe just see how I feel, but I'm gonna definitely do a video every night, even if it's pre-recorded one, a private one. Like I said with StreamYard, put it to private. When you've done your video, then put it to public while it's on YouTube. No waiting to upload and getting 3/4 of the way there and it comes up error. You want to go to bed, but it's too long. This way is no time whatsoever. You can do your video, view it yourself if you wanted. If you didn't like what you do, redo it again like you normally would, and then make it public. put all your restrictions in there if you want, or whatever you want to do on the YouTube bit. Yeah, kind of liking this StreamYard. Didn't at first. But it's like that, something new in it, everything new. No, I'll stick to what I know. It's like when the gas men come around and work. I can save you £50 a year if you just switch. No, you're right. I'll stick with what I got. Thanks. Cheers. Keep forgetting. Spanish chicken. Spanish is chicken. Oh, midnight rambling, yeah. Sometimes I can sober myself up really quick. But, no, well, I'm not stopped drinking completely in the future. If there's a party or something like that, I'll be drinking, but I'm not drinking just for the sake of drinking. If I want to drink, I'll drink, basically. At the moment, I don't want to drink, so I'm not drinking. Go put that and the Jennifer. That's a lovely comment. Thank you. Yeah. Wash my hair tonight. Yeah. It's a bit frizzy at the moment, like, but it's settled down. It's probably having a birthday at the moment. So, God, been months since you washed it. I rinse it, but I don't actually wash it, but I washed it tonight. Washing your hair too much damages it. And the dyes. Unless it's a natural dye, which you can make. I don't use natural or unnatural. My grey's starting to come through. Don't know if you can see. Hairs are coming slowly. They're growing back. Can't do much with the teeth. They were rotten before, went on this health regime. All I've done is save my rotten teeth from getting any any more rotten. I do expect the longer I go on this fast, my gums to loosen, everything, to actually lose muscle, especially muscle that I'm not using. This is why I've got to make sure I do stretching exercise as much as I can, really, but not to the extent of doing a marathon or something like that. No, but what I call easy exercise. God, my stomach's rumbling. Be all right. I can take a sip of water. I can feel it going all the way through, right through all my pipes. Oh, get through. Didn't notice the locks. Oh, listen now. I'll keep pushing it down. It's because I've washed it. It's all week. It's been like really close because I have it tied back and work and some coconut oil on. Oh, look at me, I'm fleshy. I'm a big fairy. But it's normal these days, transgender stuff. So. Oh, it's getting wavy now. Just by running the comb down, the waves start coming out. Look at that side, it's pretty straight. Comb it. You should use a brush. I think it is on dry hair, comb on wet hair, they say. Buggery. Few combs. I don't know if it's gone wavy. Can't see. Anyway, stop fucking messing around with your hair, Tom. Sorry for swearing. See, I'm not drunk. Probably stoned, but not drunk. I have to come on one night without even having a smoke. I was a bit what's the word? I'm pissed. Can't say it. That's dyslexia kicking in. Anticipation. That's it. I'm a bit nervous. And that's the effect that alcohol has. It gives you like Dutch courage. Oh, to my Danish friends, for Dan Gordy. Oh, meet up next week. Oh, Flat Earth. I didn't even see you coming. Hi, Flat Earth. Where's the meet up at? Flat 34, underground. The trouble, I can't see if I'm subscribed or not. I'd have to go on YouTube, but then it's slowing down. And it, by the way, is Tom, sorry mate, could not say again why your system isn't working properly. My connection cut off as you were explaining. Ah, right. Is it still bad now, or? Epstein cover. Oh, I get lost here in the chat. Oh, where's that link? See, God, there's been a load of chat. Sorry, I'm missing the chat here. Where's that link gone? See, I'm busy talking away. Maybe links disappear. Weird. Oh, there it is. No, just me. I should actually show that. And I can't put the link from here. I have to go to YouTube. And I ain't doing that. I just can't copy paste. Can I copy? Yeah, that's crap. No. I forget if I don't write it down. I'll open YouTube for a second. Oh, hold on, I didn't need to do that. View on YouTube. YouTube for a second. Mute. God, it's so different on here. Right, I've subbed to him now. Cheers, Midnight. I'll have a look at his stuff later. And Prince Andrew, I've always suspected him, and Prince Charles as well. But definitely Prince Andrew. He loves it. Fucking weirdo. Yeah, that Sean Atterwood sounds pretty good. God, he's got a few subscribers, isn't he? 266. Thousand, that is. Yeah. 266,000. Oh, I'm almost at 200, I think, subscribers. When I first started, I thought, yeah, I'm happy with 20. Yeah, I'm like that, Midnight. Yeah, you get a spanner, and I never use it. And then when someone says you can post or whatever, you forget. Oh, yeah. David Johnson. Security guard now, David. I was a manager at the same place where I am now, just different company. Manager for 11 years, something like that. 10, 11 years. The stress. I think that's half the problem with my health deteriorating working there. Yeah. Health started going downhill. It was a local business to start with. They had a couple of trucks when I first joined them as a driver, and I helped build the company up. They sold it. These Chinese brothers sold it to another company, a bigger company, and then about 4 or 5 years later, they sold it to a corporation. I was running half the country, and they were paying me peanuts. But such is life, isn't it? But I do security now, and I love it because I get all the exercise that I need just by walking. And now when I'm walking, I'm doing stomach exercises, like on that video I showed the other night. And then I twist side to side. Yeah. I bet when they look back, I keep saying, gotta stop saying, Yeah, I bet if they look back on the video and they look at me, they think, crikey, is he drunk, is he? Oh, cheers, Whitey. Yeah, some of the things and everything I say, people, they sub to my channel, and then when they hear me talking about something else, and that's it, they're off. It doesn't matter. Yeah. But I'm only telling you what I'm learning, what I'm experiencing, what I think is true. Even though I've said this loads of times, even what I think is true doesn't mean to say that it is true. All my life I thought I was telling the truth. And then you find out at the age of 50, 49, even before that, even the lies, but you don't realize that everything is a bloody lie. So even when I think what I've got now is the truth, I don't, close my mind off and say, no, this is the truth. I'm open-minded. If someone can show or prove things to me, I'll change my mind. I've been made a fool of all my life. We all have. So, to keep on getting fooled at this stage, it doesn't bother me anymore. I just learn by it and then move on. And this is what we've got to do at the moment, share our information, share what we know. Tell each other what we know. Even if it makes you look eccentric or crazy. Same thing. But the word crazy gets overused, I think. You're only crazy if you're trying to kill yourself or kill someone else. That's crazy. Other than that, you just got a different viewpoint to someone else. Steam shit. Thank you. All right. Yeah, sober. I had 2 smokes though. Just take the edge off a bit. I think it's more tiredness now because I've only had a few hours care and I was working last night. What did Jennifer put before? Oh, he says David is a sniper. Well, I was one time in my life. Marksman. And that's when, they try saying a sniper needs to take in effect the Coriolis effect. Does he? Hell. No, he doesn't. Well, I never did, and I would, hit the bullseye all the time. Even when they shoot for over a mile, which can be done. 303 is a really good, still a good sniper weapon today, 303. We're looking a bit today as well about weapons, how they used electrical weapons in the past. Houses run by electricity using electrical weapons. Oh, I was listening to a bit of Max Egan. That's where I got that from. I do apologize if my stream like kind of varies, but this is how my mind works. I go from one subject and I wander off in different directions, you know. End up back to where I started eventually. I mean, there's meant to be talking about me fasting for 9 days, but there's only so much you can talk about on that. I'm fasting, so all I can say is if you've never fasted before, don't just, go on my say, whatever I say or whatever, research it, look into it. If you think, no, that's stupid fasting or whatever, well, look into it. One thing that I like about finding out the truth about something is things that I can test, things that I can prove for myself that work or not work. I've made a few mistakes over the way, over the time. That's how you learn, by making mistakes. Just don't keep putting your hand in the fire if it burns you. That's some cliche from someone. I don't know who it was. Got some new strings for your ukulele. Eight new strings, 4 felt. And there's only 3 there. I've got one here. Felt picks. And I think it was $6.47 with postage and packaging. With next day delivery as well. And they wonder why shops and everything are shutting down. I try and buy locally, but my budget at the moment is not very high. For expenditures on luxuries and that. It'd get better now. I'm not drinking. Be able to afford a bit more. And cigarettes is another reason why I want to quit. Not because it's bad for your health, which it may be or may not be. I'm not arguing there. But it doesn't seem to have affected me. Even with all my illnesses before, the smoke, I don't know, maybe it helps in some way. But what I will start smoking in the future, if I don't quit, is my own tobacco. Pipe tobacco I'm going to grow. I'll smoke a pipe. You're getting old when you pick a pipe up. Pipe. I bet the wife smoked all my fags. She did. She comes in here, watches a movie, smokes all my cigarettes. I don't mind rolling for her. Normally has tailored fags and I smoke roll-ups all the time. The guy I get the fags off, his mother died, so I've got to let him off. It's sad, really. I don't think she's that old. Like my mother, she wasn't old when she died. Not what I think is old. When you get over 50, you don't class 50 as old. If you ask a 20-year-old, you say 50 is really old. When you get 70, you don't even think you're old. Unless you're like falling apart, then you feel you get your age. Like I did. At 49, I thought I was getting old. 48. A lot of things wrong with me. Some people still say there's things wrong with me, more in my head. Got family, friends that don't talk to me. They don't say that, they're never going to talk to me. They just don't talk to me. You don't hear from it. It's like tumbleweed going down the street. But like last night when I was at work, I was speaking to a lorry driver, and I speak to all of them like coming into the yard. There's different ones. A lorry driver come in, and I'm not seeing him for months on end before he comes in again. And got talking, and he knew just as much as I did. It was like talking to someone on the internet, because people around me think, flat earth and things like that is all rubbish. Any conspiracy or your conspiracy. But put a bad label on that. But anyway, this guy I was talking to, you know, my nose is running. See what I mean? It's only been one day. Mind you, it's getting cold in here. But, tissue. Yeah, this ain't planned, is it? Nothing rehearsed here. Live show means live. Be you. People enjoy that more, I think. Anyway, when I'm watching someone, I just like them to, you know, be themselves for a bit. Show what you can on camera, not your personality. I mean, some people say I ain't got a personality. You might be right. Oh God, the chat froze. I thought no one was talking. David Johnson. What's a snobber? Did I say snobber? Snotty. Snobber. Oh, I'm coming through loud and clear. Thank you, Midnight. Sniper. I have been down here and scrolled it all back. Your hair looks better too. Thank you, Spanish chicken. Yeah, giving up the bevy this year. Yeah, I'm going to give it up now. Unless it's for medicinal purposes. Or like I say, there's a party or something. I'm going to cut down on the barbecues as well. I had far too many. The last barbecue, God, the amount of meat we got. Oh. I think we ate a family's worth of meat in one weekend. Family of 4. Could have fed them for a year on the amount of meat there. Everyone was taking doggy bags home. And I was still eating barbecue meat for the next 2 days. I'm a locks again. I still ain't caught up on this chat. Did I scroll right back to the top or something? RJ, nice to see you. Ah. Dragon on as well. And he's watching. Hey, cool. I keep saying dragon. It's not dragon. It's dragoon. Dragoon. Dagon. Sorry. Dagon. Dagon Morgenstar. Morgenstar. Figure it out. Morgan's German. Morningstar. Didn't understand that. Lost me. Sorry. GM, hello. How you doing? Nice to see you. Sorry if I'm a bit delayed on this chat. I'm catching up. I'm getting close. Do you know, I feel as if I'm drunk. Maybe I'm releasing some endorphins or something. They say you got every drug in your body, and the brain can produce every drug that it needs. That's how placebo works. Wish I knew how this lighter works. Kaz is right. I do roll these a bit too tight because the tobacco I have is a dry tobacco. Probably fall out if I didn't. Yeah, Finney Eastwood. No, I've not got YouTube on. Yeah, I'm sure I'm subscribed to him. Name rings a bell. And I don't mean by Clint Eastwood. Yeah, know what you mean now. got that buzzing in my ears. This light affects it. Well, I feel the buzzing from it. I'll put it on 2, you might even pick up it. Oh no, turn it off 2. Actually, I'll leave it off for a little bit. Too much light gives us a headache. Especially from that lamp, I need a different lamp. Or I need to look at the wire and there's something loose, I can hear it buzzing. Then I hear everything, so my hearing's getting too good. Chris Hayes, hello. How are you doing? Nice to see you. What are you all doing up? Oh yeah, it's Saturday, isn't it? Is it Saturday? What day is it? Yeah, it's still Saturday. Sunday now, isn't it? Saturday. In trouble working nights, you lose track of what day you're on. Yeah, I'm doing well. Just started a fast. 30, must be 30 something hours now. 7 o'clock. 24. Yeah, 30 hours and 16 minutes without anything to eat. I've had a coffee. 2 coffees, actually. Still had a little bit of sugar in. Tried it without sugar. I put a half a teaspoon in. I get what you're on about now, Jennifer. No wine. Piss, yeah, but no wine. Is where my subscriptions go down. Yeah, it's a urine fast I'm doing, but you can do it with water if you're in good health and that. But if you've got serious problems, use your pee. Taking the ailment away. Like I said, if you don't take my word for it, just check it out, read people's testimonies, things like that. This heals. Oh yeah, barbecue went really good. Yeah, Jez came from all the way from Grimsby. Brought some mushrooms. They were really good. Had a good time there. But then again, I was that drunk and stoned. I think the mushrooms just added a little topping on top. I like to do it, being sober. Take some mushrooms. But yeah, they all had a good laugh, good time. The family all turned up, as well. One of my sisters was there. My daughters. Had loads of food. I was cooking for like 8 hours or something. I lit the barbecue at 11 in the morning, and I think by 9 o'clock at night we were still cooking. Or I was still cooking. And then just carried on drinking after. Oh, it's brilliant. Out of all the barbecues I have had this year, that was the best one I had. It's not all about the food and whatever it is, the company, isn't it? Yeah. I'm not saying the companies in all of my other barbecues have been, not good. Yeah. I love doing barbecue. Probably one thing I miss when I stop eating meat or cut the meat right out. But I'm not going vegan. I'm going to hopefully skip straight to raw. See how it goes. The wife's such a good cook, though, and I'm a good cook. That's what makes it harder. I said to her, I'll cook for her tomorrow. She says, no, it's all right. Andy, well said, Tom. Yeah, so I'm planning what I want to do, but I take one day at a time. If tomorrow I feel, bugger it, I need something to eat, I'll go and get something to eat. I'm watching my health, watching how I feel. This is why I took a week off work as well, because when I go to work, I get symptoms of dizziness, headaches, nausea. These are all symptoms of hydration, dehydration, of losing in balance as well. But I get them when I'm at work because I have to walk around 2 cell towers twice in an hour. I've even got an EMF hat now. You see, if I put it, I don't like wearing the hat, so when I'm in here, I try and not have the hat on. Yeah, that's my work hat. Well, it's not the official work hat. The official work hat's got this label and that on, but they haven't said anything to me about not wearing this hat. And if they did, I'd tell them why. And if I wasn't allowed to wear this hat, I'll say I wouldn't be able to work. Yeah, Peak cap, 50 quid. Made in Canada. But it does work. It's helped me tremendously when I'm being at work. Thinking of getting a mask now as well. Get a mask. I'll put the light back on and roll another thing. For some reason, I don't feel sleepy, so I'll stay on here until I do. So my sound improved. Is it good enough to play the ukulele? No, I'm not torturing you tonight. Fingers could do with a rest anyway. Like I say, I got the guitar last week, 15 quid off the market with stand. I bought it new, priced it all up, it was about 80 odd pounds. So it's a cheap guitar, like, but it'd do. Not got the munchies, not yet, no. That's the only problem with smoking when you're fasting. The weed. You tend to have the munchies. I've got a load of food up there, and I'm not going to eat it. No. Even when I shut down and you're not here, I'm still not going to eat. I'm only lying to myself if I say, I've not eaten, and then I have eaten. And I'll start believing it then. You start doing things like that. And beliefs and everything. We believe what our memories are to be true, yet two people can see the exact same thing, but have two totally different memories of that same situation. This is where a lot of arguments start. Well, they do in my family anyway. Because bring something out of the past and they said, no, that didn't happen. It went like this. No, it didn't. It went like this. Now I just said, well, that's your vision. I've got mine. Leave it at that. Munchies. Yeah, so I'm doing pretty well. I forgot to weigh myself today. I'm going to weigh myself in the morning. But close your eyes if you don't want to see a fat body. Might as well put it on record what I look like now. Oh, I wanted to put the light on. Let's see if we can move the light up a bit. Right. Sideways. Breathing out. Well, you can't see because let me take the banner off. Got a bit of chubby, fatty bit there. How's it going? Getting a bit on the man boob side on there. They're a bit soft. They need to tension up. This is day 1. You might hear my bones crack. Trying to muscle. And I don't really do a lot of workout or anything. This is what I mainly do is stretch. I use their own muscles against themselves. The ether, if you like. And breathing in, holding it. Once I get rid of all this flabby off and get rid of the bad muscle and rebuild it up, you'll start to see all that develop then. I've got a bit of, it's like you can pull it over your head or something. Yeah. So anyway, am I a narcissist? No, I should have done this when I first was starting doing testing on myself and documenting it all. Now I've got something I can refer back to. And if do that every day, and I weigh myself every day. I'll make sure I weigh myself tomorrow. I think I'm about 11 stone at the moment, 10 and a half, 11 stone. I expect to go down to about 9.5 stone. If it gets to 9, then I'm going to start eating again. I'm not going below 9 stone. I've been 10.5 stone when I was younger, when I was boxing. But I'm not going below 9 stone. But after the 9 days, or it may be longer or it may be short, I don't know yet. I'm then going to eat healthy. For how long, I don't know. I'll just see how it goes. I'll start feeling healthier and healthier each day. And I'll carry on doing what I'm doing. If something I'm doing is not working, then I'll stop and do something else. I found salt the hardest thing to give up. The body craves that like mad. Or the mind does. I'm still on the fence with salt, but I'm more thinking that we do need salt. I've tried all different salts. The one salt I do use is sea salt. I use Himalayan and all that as well, and you've got to be careful because there's fake salts and that out there. But sea salt. Try not to get the refined sea salt. Because, again, you don't know what they add in. You get the rocks. Lumps. I've just started recycling, so put aside my multi-pack box at first, paper from the pack. Cool. We've always recycled, really, because I lived a few years in Germany, been in the army over there, and they've been recycling for a decade. We're way behind the times, England, way behind. Even like in Denmark, bottle banks, you take all your bottles and you throw them into this machine and it gives you so much for each bottle that goes in. Of course, you pay for it when you buy the bottle in the first place. It's added on. But the way to get that money back is you take the bottles to the supermarket and recycle them into the machine. That machine reads the barcodes, knows what bottle it is, what price for that bottle, and then at the end of it, when you put all your bottles into the machine, which conveyors them down into a skip or something, and each one of these are in the supermarkets, just like the coin machines that you get in supermarkets here, except it's a bottle machine that gives you coins back. And it print out a receipt, you take it to the till, and they pay you the money. When I was over there staying with a friend, we went to the supermarket and we took all these bottles. We had like 2 trolley fulls, really, of bottles. And it's quite a bit of money he got back off it all. I was surprised. Yeah, we're way behind when it comes to recycling. Now, I've been looking into the plastic as well on recycling. That's just created. They've created this so we pay more taxes and everything. Plastic can be recycled and it can be made into diesel, for one. Worms there's a certain parasite or a bug or whatever, or fly, or a caterpillar, that's it, like a caterpillar type bug. It turns into a moth. But it can eat plastic and digest it and turn it into fertilizer. Or you can turn plastic into diesel. And at first, when I first started looking at it, it was like everyday people just making these machines. Then I've seen a documentary, and I'm not sure, but I think it was the BBC. Don't quote me on that one, right? But yeah, they were showing how they're doing it on a small scale, and they can produce top quality diesel. Why are we doing it on a small scale? It should be done on a large scale. Diesel would be cheap, and that's another thing. They tried saying that diesel was more pollutant than petrol. No, it's not. That was another money scam, and to help the car industry, because now all the diesels are getting scrapped and we're going into petrol. 20 years, they say, oh, petrol's no good, we're going back to diesel. But the best thing is you don't need either diesel or petrol. You say, oh, they're electric cars, but then to get the electric, how are they getting the electric? Burning some fuel. Or are they? It's like nuclear power station. 7% they give out to the national grid. That's bugger all. Why we got these nuclear power stations? To build for their uranium and whatever, for the nuclear weapons, which when you look into the nuclear weapons, that doesn't seem that good neither. Yeah, there's quite a bit midnight. Quite a few people doing it, recycling the plastic and turning it into diesel. I was surprised. I think after about the fourth, fifth one I was watching, we were doing it, and then found the official one. That's when I stopped looking into it. I won't waste any more time. I realise now that this whole plastic recycling thing is a big con. It's to get us to pay more and pollute other countries. We send all plastic and that to other countries, and now they're demanding we take it all back. Why? Are they going to come clean and say, oh, we just discovered that we can turn it into diesel? When too many people know about it. And then they come out and say, yeah. And then what have they got? Big stockpiles of plastic so they can get all the diesel they like. A big jump on the market, maybe. Just a theory, an idea. Remember, a theory is just imagination until it's been proven. Just someone's idea. Gravity is just a theory. But then you have channels saying these flat earthers don't know what theory is. They think it's not real. Hello? Gravity. How can you not believe in gravity? It's all around us. Is it? Can't see it, can't taste it, can't smell it, can't touch it, can't feel it. But it's all around us. It's what's pulling everything to the center. But then you realize pull's just a description of an action, not an actual mechanical motion. Push. You push your muscles, force, grip, pushing together. Anyway, I'm not going. Took me a while to get that. I was a bit slow. Yeah, hemp fuel. We should use hemp fuel. I think they actually built cars with hemp. Well, near enough. Run cars on hemp, not built cars with hemp. But they probably could do. Be like a Flintstone car. No, they're doing wonders with hemp. But hemp is cannabis. They just like to confuse the two. It's the same plant. You can get different breeds of that plant, but it's just basically the same plant. Oh, I've got an itchy nose. Flat accord music. Hello. Don't get me started on gravity. Gravity. Oh, where's me at? The guy from England who sung a song, Flat Earth song, that changed his voice and become American, didn't he? Gravity. I can't remember the words to it. Flat Earth. Oh. It's called the Flat Earth Man or something, the singing Flat Earth Man. But he's from England, but sings an American, like country western type boy. Oh God, just got buzzing in my ear again. Be my hair. Oh, got 10 watching at this time in the morning. You all just coming from the pub. I'm rolling over a phone. Might have a smoke actually. What should I? What time is it? Yeah, go for another hour. Like I say, I'm going to be busy tomorrow anyway. When I'm busy, I don't smoke much. And I'm going to cut this weed out just till the evening. Usually if I'm not going anywhere, I'll have 1 or 2 during the day. I'm not going to have it in the day anymore. Once I get to about day 4, it'll be a little bit easier. I might even pack this in altogether. And then it'll be a case of cutting back on the cigarettes. When I'm at work, that shouldn't be a problem. If at home, I keep busy. It'll be alright. Keeping busy is the thing. And it's not hard to keep busy. There's plenty to learn, plenty to do. What and why do we want to learn? Why have I got an urge to learn as much as possible? I don't know, because at the end of the day, you're just going to die. I suppose if you're not learning, you're being stagnant, aren't you? You're what's the word? No. Think of the word, then try and say it. Procrastinating. I think that's what was used in the right context. That's another thing. All these words pop into my head. I can't say them. A lot of them I can't pronounce. But then I look on the dictionary, and yeah, I use it in the right context. I have to look up the word because I'm not sure what it means. I'm not saying procrastinate's a big word, like stagnant. Not moving. You're stationary on your path, basically. So we've got to keep learning, keep moving forward. Be it in music and something you love, cooking or whatever. If you're not learning, then you need something else to learn. I found, though, if you stop doing something, it's not that you forget. It's like what allergy? It's not allergy. Allergy is when allegory. Can I use? Allegory. Riding a bike. You learn to ride a bike and you can ride it really well, not wobbling or anything like that. And it becomes second nature. You don't think about turning them pedals or pressing the brake when you need to. It all comes natural. Now, if 20 years go by, you've never ridden on a bike since you were a young kid, you won't forget how to do it. But when you first get on, you're going to be a bit unsteady, a bit wobbly, until it all comes back to you. And within a short time, you're back to the way you were. The way you was. The way you used to be able to ride a bike. It doesn't take long at all. And that comes with everything, be it bricklaying or steel fixing. At first, if you learn it well and do it good, when you go back to doing it, and the longer you don't do it, the more you kind of like forget, but it all starts coming back. And that's how my brain works anyway. Can't speak for anyone else. Maybe you guys learn something and remember it all the time. But remember it all the time if I'm doing that thing all the time. It's like with numbers. If I start on numbers, at first I'm a bit slow, but after a couple of days of thinking about numbers again, I get better. the obsession at the moment is music, and not just playing. I'm looking into theory of music as well, which I said I wouldn't do when I first got the ukulele. Oh, I'm just playing for fun. I'm not doing none of this theory or anything like that. All that's bollocks to me. You know? Oh, wrong there. Yeah. Well, I wasn't wrong. I thought when I first got it, it'd just be me playing, I suppose. Make any old tune as long as just patterns. Remember the pattern, you're all right. Loving the guitar, though. It's not loving me, though. Hurts my fingers. Like finger picking on Sarah, I think I'll be doing a lot of. There's more string, ding, 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 ding. I had a bad shoulder because I kept trying to lean over there, looking at the chords on the guitar. Oh, I've stopped chat again, didn't I? Really, Tom? Let's go. Oh, look at all this chat. That Flat Earth guy is a twat. Yeah, I know, but his song was catchy when I first seen it. You're probably right there, Chris. I don't follow him or anything. I don't follow quite a few of the flat earthers. You know, the ones that believe in ice wall, but the ones not the ones that believe in it, the ones that are pushing it and know better. But it's up to them. It's just my opinion, you know, my choice. I'd rather not know. Ain't going from frying pan into the freaking chip pan, or was it from the chip pan into the frying pan? Either way, it's hot to hot. No difference. Yeah, you're right there. That's what I said. The English guy that changed it to American. And that's all the music industry is at the moment. It's all that changing voices, and this is where I am. I'm active on the chat. God. Can't stand by him. Stand by me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Stand by me. Yeah, never guess I'm learning that song. Still haven't mastered it. Mike, hello. How are you doing? Nice to see you. My Sky's 5D, good channel. Sky Watcher. Yeah, Mike's a good guy. Well, you're all good. Like his content. Morning time now. Evening, early evening time, 5 hours behind. Yeah, all I heard on this guy is I haven't heard nothing about this guy, you know. Just heard his song, that was it. That was the last time I've looked in what he does or anything. Just quickly reading through chat so I can catch it. Oh, I think I've caught up now anyway. There you go. Chris has put a link in there. Is that about the English American singer? to load YouTube to get it. I said I'm limiting myself. That's another thing I'm fasting from. The internet. Look at me. No change there at the moment. But yeah, I want to cut my... Just while I'm fasting, cut down on the amount of internet that I'm doing. That's why I said most of them will be pre-recorded that I'm going to do the rest of the week. So they'll probably be short, 30 minutes, half an hour, something like that. Just show a progression of how I'm doing and everything. Or not doing. Feed me. Yeah. And this done help. Munchie time. No. I say I'm not doing it for me, really. I wanted to, I could stay doing what I'm doing and still probably outlive my wife and son, maybe. But I want them to see how healthy I can get. And if they can get to where I am now, I'll be happy. I'm not saying they're not healthy. In today's world, they are healthy. We're all healthy. Until you go to the hospital and they tell you they're not healthy. I don't need a doctor anymore to tell me, if I'm not well or, what's wrong with me. I'll find out myself. Different surgeons, different than that. If I get stabbed, probably for something I say, which no one should take offense. I'm not taking anything personally. It's just my ideas, my thoughts. Few people have said, you should never give your inner thoughts, your secret thoughts and that out. The only restriction I've got now on that is if it's anything to do with someone close to me, things that are personal and whatever. I'm not doing that anymore, even though I don't care, and I'll share anything, it don't bother me. But it doesn't mean say the ones that people around me care. I've got to think of their feelings because I love them. Otherwise, I'd just be if I continue doing it, I've done it in the past, said a few things that I probably shouldn't say. One of the reasons why I put some of the videos on private, being drunk, said too much. I don't regret saying them at the time. Plus, when I listen back on a video and I hear my own voice, I think, what an annoying, whining voice he's got. It's me. Just when I have them boo-ah nights. Oh, the world's just shit. Can't fucking bear it anymore. It's not the world's shit. It's the people that are running it have made it shit. For what agenda, I don't know. Maybe they got some benevolent, well, they got some, I don't know, good cause or something. A reason for doing it. Surely they've got to justify what they're doing in their wicked, warped sense of mind. But for all this poverty and destruction and wars and everything going on, I'm going down the thinking about it all again. Just makes you sad. Yeah. Tell me you're ignoring chat, looking at yourself, you narcissistic bugger. Internet is the most addictive drug there is. Try going without it for a day. Yeah, I know. Oh, actually, I'm going to put that one up there. Yeah, internet. It's hard to go without the internet. I've switched my mobile off, but I'm on here. I'm going to try and cut it out a bit over the next few days. So if you don't see me about, I do apologise. I'll have some catching up to do when I do come back. No. But the internet again, like everything else, was good to start with. Used for communications, reaching families and loved ones and friends and people around the world. You know, because of the internet, I've met people all over the world, all over the earth. South Africa, Cape Town, that's in South Africa. Denmark, Germany, France, America, Australia, Japan, EEB, and UK. Oh, and I even know someone from Grimsby now. All over. Yeah, so, you know, I've been to some lovely picturesque views. But when you take a step back and look at it as a whole, it just looks like a disused quarry. We've been mined. Or we've been mining. We're the miners, gold diggers. Is that what we're put here for? Is that our only purpose? Slaves? To destroy and kill this environment that we're in? Is there another world to go to? Or do they just bury themselves for 10, 20 years until whatever they've done to this world's buggered up and then come back? I think we got to... no man knows the end of the time or their date when they're going to die or whatever. But I think we got at least another 20 years. I'm hoping. Maybe 30. But it's my kids and grandkids and all that I'm worried about. And at the moment, they wouldn't stand a chance in any situation. They just pile on the buses with everyone else off to the FEMA camps or detention centres or, you know. It's like all these crises and everything they're doing. That one, Aminio or something, I can't even remember the name of it. One that's just wiped out Bahamas. They probably weren't doing what they were told or whatever. They use weather against countries. Even their own countries are not bothered. If they think they can make a buck. Charities pour in now and they make loads of money from all these charities. Get loads of business. Poor people on the ground hardly getting it. Oh, here's a blanket. Cost $20 that blanket. Reminds us of NASA, doesn't it? $5,000 for a toilet seat. Crazy. Yeah, all about the pounds. All about the pound signs. And the best thing is, it's not even worth nothing. That's how I know the royals don't give a monkeys. Money's not worth anything. And yet she's got loads of it and won't even share. Won't even help the unfortunate, the people in poverty, the people who are out of house, and, you know, a roof over their head, some heating. That's her cash, not her gold. Her cash alone. And not all of it. Probably a quarter of it. Could help everyone in the UK. Oh, she used all of it. She probably helped 3/4 of the world. I mean, you can't talk about these sort of things or say this, you know. Yeah, she does good for charities. She's at the head of all charity. She's a shareholder. Charities are all big business. apparently I've not seen no documentation or anything of the Queen actually donating any money to anything. She gets us to pay for her kitchen floor, which she's had done twice, and well, now for the last 5 years. Makes headlines or second page, third page, something like that, and then it's forgotten about, and then it comes up again. How many times does she have to replace that kitchen floor? And each time it's like 250 grand that the government's paid for. Why don't she use her money? Or get a smaller fucking house? I'm fed up with our money going, and I say our money because I'm paying taxes. I'm still in the system. And it is our money. Even if you're claiming, on the benefits and claiming you're still in the system, it's still your money because you're part of the system. We'll never be totally free, independent. Unless there's more land. If there's more land, off you go and explore and build yourself a nice little house by a stream, wooden cabin or some pastures and forests all around, sunshine, white fluffy clouds, nice bright yellow sun sharing down onto your skin. Oh, that's a lovely picture. But they've told us we can't do that because we're confined, either on a ball or in a dome. People say there's more lands out there, but they're under little domes everywhere and like that. It's just as bad as being on a ball and you can go to other freaking planets. Even in a dome, you can't get to another dome because you're in a bloody dome. They say there's secret entrances and things like that. Maybe. But they're building a lift out of space as well, so... Crazy stuff they come out with. But they put it all in the movie, isn't it? Like Back to the Future. Humans are very clever. You give them an idea, they work on that idea until they can make it work. Not just one human. For every idea, there's probably, I don't know, say 1 million people. At least 1,000, 2,000 people all have the same idea, working on the same project. So there's 7 billion people, or 7.5 billion people we're told that are on this earth. There's a lot of people thinking the same stuff. And all they got to do is implant the ideas in you. You see it enough times or hear it, you start believing. Or it reinforces a belief. Like with Jamie with his wallpaper. Why are you still going to sleep with planets going around your bed? You're never going to come away from a ball. You got a picture of a cream cake on your fridge. Guess what? You're going to be eating a lot of cream cakes. If on your tobacco packet you got a picture of someone with cancer on it, and you're smoking and you've seen that packet all the time, guess what? You'll probably get cancer. Yeah. It's crazy how subliminally messaging works. The best way to describe it is like when you look at something, you're only actually focused on 1% of everything that you can see in front of you. 1%. The rest of it is just like blurred out in your mind's eyes anyway, how your eyes see and everything. But your subconscious picks up everything, all details, a lot. So when they make a movie and they stick a globe in the background, you might not be looking at that globe because there's main characters there and you're focused in on that section, while in the background they got messages on the walls, globes stuck in there. You know, they can do whatever they want. And then they can also add it into the sound as well and keep repeating things over and over, the same things over, like in your news. Everyone's got the same script. That's how you know that news is fake, when they all start saying the same thing. Yeah, rambling on again. I'm going to be talking about my fast. I have to keep reminding myself. Day 1 into day 2 now. Day 2 is an hour into day 2. Actually, it's longer than that. I have to look at the clock to work it out. What if it would 31 hours and 1 minute. There's 10. That's 14-year-old wallpapers. Lasted donkey's years. It's time you changed it then, Jennifer. Tell him to change it. And kick that bloody globe out. Yeah, needs to run them. Surviving each day, innit? Going through each day. Trying to enjoy each day, even if you got to go work. Try and put a smile on your face. Even if you don't feel happy, put a smile on your face. It's why when I'm at home, I'm like grumpy sometimes, and I'm trying to change that now. They keep buying me stuff with grumpy on it, so I'm changing that. I even smile when I'm at home when I'm not happy. Because what happens when you smile, someone else sees you smile and they smile back. Your smile is no longer just you putting a smile on your face. It's an actual smile. It comes natural. It's like yawning. All right. You should put it in the closet. Yeah. Well, I'm going to be getting off shortly. Anyway, I'll tune in later today. Probably be a recording. Like I say, use StreamYard, put it to private, and when you finish, just put it public. Your video is uploaded. Well, it's not uploaded, it's already there. Yeah, good. That itchy nose. I had a shave tonight, and I think I've missed the hair as it keeps poking. Bloody thing. Anyway, folks, I'm going to say good night. Should I sing it out? You don't want to listen to me, do you? If you want me to play me, I can show you what I've done on the guitar. I think my fingers are all right. Yes, I am. Don't know if you can see. Played a little bit today. There you can't see. God, they grow so fast on there. I keep losing the nail off this hand. I'm trying with a pick as well, giving it a practice. Learn some videos. Watch some videos on picking with a pick, not finger picking. Alright. Okay, after this setup, I'll play my guitar. Well, I'll make a noise with the guitar. I'll tell you what, I'll bring the camera down again. So crackling. The rest I'm using is, I'm not going to do any change chord. I'm just going to play for about a few minutes or so. But it's just one chord or no chord. I know a few chords, but it's just changing, and I can't really get the song, you know, like E. Oh, long. Takes a while for it. warm up, I think, or me to warm up. Yeah, it's no D. I'll play a bit on over the D. Oh, I lost it. I'm just trying to see what it sounds like, different things. Press them harder. They're really high up. 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 4. I've lost it. I'm doing 3 bar. Trying to see what I'm doing with A. God, it's killing my fingers already. No, not right. I'll go back to D. I like D. Try not to press so hard. God, I've got right lines in my fingers. Gee. I'll just push them back out. Yeah, 15 quid this one. That's nice sound. Try that with D. I know I'm holding the guitar wrong, but anyway, I shouldn't play loud. I know I'm in the shed, but still. Move that stand out of the way. Come a bit closer. Best bit. I don't think my ukulele's tuned in. Oh, no. I'll let him go on now. Go on, shaking. Yeah. down there. If we got, it's not too bad now, but they were really far out. Keep bleeding. Got a low G now. Not really sure if I like it, but alright, anyway, I'm getting enough in a bit. Been nice chatting to you folks. No, if it's because it's late at night, all the viewers dropped off, or could it have been my music? Anyway, take care, everyone. Love you all. Yeah, they're the ones I am learning. A, D, G, I've got to know. I know A minor, E major. Yeah, I'm getting there. Just going to take practice a bit with some fingers out there. Otherwise, I'll play more. No, I'll never get nothing. You got to think though. A year ago, I didn't even have a ribbon. I probably still haven't. Like some would say, and I haven't really. Compared to a musician, someone who knows and listens. It's like everything else. You start at the beginning. You're not going to know. Right. Anyway, night everyone. Gonna go in. End broadcast. There we go.